Hi everyone. Okay, so today I'll be embarking on a photo scavenger hunt. Okay, so it's by the AllForU. Okay, so actually I received an invitation from them to ask whether I want to participate in this challenge. Okay, so this challenge is actually from June till late July. Okay, and the aim is also to discover the hidden spots in Singapore in exchange for a freebie. So without further ado, let's go. Woo! The very first step to begin this challenge, okay, first you need to look for the light hack, which is a banner right behind me. Okay, so in different places, this banner have different colors. Okay, so in this case where I am at Lakeside, the color is yellow. Okay, the very first thing is I need to scan the QR code behind. Okay, the QR code will actually tell you the directions on how you get to the so-called mystery place. Okay, so I'm actually very excited to find out where I'll be going next after Lakeside. Okay, so hopefully it's not too far, because later I'll be either walking, cycling, if not, or maybe run. So okay, so let's see where am I going. The destination I'll be going to is the Jurong Lake Gardens. Okay, so this is actually a pretty wide in terms of its area, and it's pretty big. Okay, so I will actually be cycling there, then later I'll be snapping some photos, then later upload to the form. By the way, the form is by this LTA or Land Transport Authority in Singapore. So without further ado, let's go. Woo! Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've already cycled into the Jurong Lake Gardens, the so-called secret location. Well, actually it's not secret, so okay, maybe I'll just cycle in a little bit more, then I'll take some interesting photos to show you all in the vlog. Okay, so this is actually a very extensive park, in which from Lakeside Station all the way south to near the AYE, that's why at the Ranching Road. It's pretty considerable distance. Okay, so as you can look in front of me, okay, I'm cycling on the park connector, and on the left is actually there's like some lake on the left with the MRT track in the background. Okay, so this lake is actually very important because it's where the dragon boat competitions happen. Okay, you can also see there's a pond ahead of me, and there's also a restaurant. Okay, if I'm not wrong, the restaurant they also do sell local delights, although right now it's not dinner time yet, so maybe the restaurant is a little bit empty. Ahead of me is actually a facility. So this facility is more for the water sports, for example like dragon boat. Okay, so there is actually a toilet, roof garden. There are also shower facilities. Okay, so I'm also going to show you the boats that they use for the dragon boat. That is the Chinese garden. There is also a Japanese garden, but unfortunately until now they are still undergoing renovation. So I hope that the renovation works finish as soon as possible, because I think it's already very long since renovation began. Okay, so yeah, just hope that they open as soon as possible. Okay, so in front of me there's actually a nature play garden. So notice that it's closed on Mondays for maintenance. So today is also no exception. Okay, So it's only open from Tuesday to Sunday and public holidays. Okay, So from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. So usually I believe the kids like to come here to play. Okay, so just that this place cannot bring bikes in. This is a place where there are those artificial sand dunes. Okay, so this is also a very famous location where the newlywed couples will actually come to take wedding photos for their wedding ceremony. Okay, in front of me is actually the ltasg complex. Okay, so in the level 1 is actually a gym. There is also a swimming pool, although there are like only 2 pools only, and on top is a roof garden. Okay, so there's also a corner of area where the people play table tennis. Okay, if you see in front of me, there is actually a small stream. Okay, so right now when the weather is drizzling, okay, so usually this is where the water will accumulate and form a stream over here. We have already come to the southernmost end of the Jurong Lake Gardens. Okay, so if you look to my right, okay, that's actually the Ayer Rajah Expressway or AYE. Let me check how far we have actually traveled from the Starbucks at the Jurong Lake Gardens all the way south here. I checked the distance and it's about 2.81 kilometers from the Starbucks at the Jurong Lake Gardens all the way to the southernmost end. By the way, the Starbucks at the Jurong Lake Gardens is near to the Lakeside MRT station, so this is actually a little bit of a considerable distance if you are just walking. This is actually the new area of the Jurong Lake Gardens which has just opened like just a few months ago. So right in front of me, this is actually the Rainforest Pavilion. Okay, as you can see in front of me. There is also a cafe if I'm not wrong, and I want to highlight one thing about the toilets. Okay, so the toilets, they have lockers which are used free of charge for you to store your belongings into the lockers, and that will be until 10 p.m. So remember, before 10 p.m. clear the stuff from the lockers. And the toilets, they also do have shower facilities, so this is actually very good news when it comes to cyclists, joggers, etc. As Singapore, I hope, is becoming more and more of a cycle city. In front of me, there's actually a skate park at the Lakeside Garden. So this is where those skateboarders, they can actually practice their stunts, in addition to what we see in the Somerset. There's also one thing I want to highlight. Interesting thing is that Jurong Lake Gardens is actually one of the endpoints for the coast to coast trail, which actually goes to places like Bukit Batok, Bukit Timah, Adam Road Food Centre, then followed by the Macritchie Reservoir Park, then go to the Ang Mo Kio before going to places like Sengkang and ends at Coney Island in Punggol or Serangoon Island. I have actually just submitted the form. So basically what I did was that when I actually cycled to the Jurong Lake Gardens, then I actually take a photo of the location. The person can be inside or the person no need to be inside the photo. Okay, then you need to fill in the details, for example like your name, your email, etc. Okay. Then once it's submitted and when they verify, and what happened was that I actually received an email asking me to claim the freebie. So actually the freebie is I need to go to the Lakeside station to claim the Mr. Bean. Without further ado, let's go. Woo! Guess what I have by just simply taking a photo of the Jurong Lake Gardens and then uploading on the LTA Singapore form. Okay, you look in front of me, ta-da! Okay, This is actually the 3-in-1 rice ball. So I think there are 3 rice balls inside with they give some beancurd. Okay, so I think this is warm. And over here is actually the soya bean milk, and in this case is cold. So this is actually pretty worth it a deal, and it's given for free. With that, we have come to the end of this video, and I hope that you all learn more about the Jurong Lake Gardens, okay, which is one of the hidden gems in Singapore. Okay. So if you like my video, do remember to like and subscribe my YouTube channel. Will my next adventure be at home or away? I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Here's a bonus that I want to share with you. So actually nearby the Jurong Lake Gardens, okay, so if you look behind me, okay, there's actually a store that actually sells $1.30 for one serving of snack. So for example, one serving of snack can mean like 2 small buns, can mean 1 big bun or 1 big bao, etc. Okay, so even when it comes to, for example, fried dumplings, they usually give like 2 pieces for 1 serving for $1.30, which is actually pretty cheap. And I want to share with you that even the century egg porridge, if I'm not wrong, 1 serving costs $1.50, and they actually give a lot, so this is pretty worth a deal. Okay, so it's just a stone's throw away from a Jurong Lake Gardens. Okay, just need to know where it is. It's actually located in block 346A, Kang Ching Road. Okay, so this is where you can actually fill up your tummies at an affordable price.